Okay, we'll go ahead and get this live stream started. Happy Tuesday. Right out of the gate, we are looking at action, looking at the liquidity sweep I was expecting yesterday. So let's break this down. We are in the supply zone, institutional supply zone right now. It extends from 71.21 to 71.35. Next level would be 71.45 to 71.60. So we are waiting for a retracement. Right now, we're seeing a supply sell off, and we are looking for the retracement. Let's see if we can identify where potentially, well, we're going to fill in this gap. So potentially back to the VWAP, and then we'll see a retest of the VWAP, which is at 71.05. So we're going to continue to break this down and analyze what's going on here. So 71.25 to 71.35, I'm going to go ahead and start mapping it out here, 7135. And we're going to turn that one blue because it is a resistance level. And then we push past that, we'll be looking at 71.45. We push past that, we'll be looking at 71.60. So those are the upper limits of the day. And the gold bars are the highs and lows from the previous day, which was Monday. So let's see, price should gravitate back to the VWAP, and then we'll get maybe confirmation, or we'll get some compression. So if price goes back to 71.26, it may bounce off the gold level, and that would show that the price has not actually been accepted at 71.26. And we're filling in structure, as you can see, but there is liquidity. You can see that structure right there. So let's continue on, and we'll let price reveal itself, because we don't want to get caught in any fake moves. No tricks, no fakes, no frustration. Yesterday was fairly decent, and so we're going to continue that momentum and make today even better. Okay, so this looks like a retracement. See what's going on in the 2-minute time frame. Okay, 2-minute is showing that the VWAP is being returned to. So on the 2-minute, the VWAP is actually at 71.18. So I'm going to accept that. And I'm going to flip to the 2-minute right now and see if the VWAP is reclaimed on the 2-minute time frame. Should it be reclaimed, then that could be the signal to enter a put credit spread quick fast, 25%. Today is my short day, so I'll be at 8 o'clock. Have to take a break until about 11:15, 11:30, and I will start the live stream no later than 11:40, just to wrap up and go into the power hour. My plan, so we'll see, is to identify the market structure by 9:30 and enter a play that extends into close. Still not happy with the 12-to-1 gamma pin. I entered a gamma pin at about, I did enter a gamma pin play, a BWIC at 10 o'clock. It could have went to distance. I closed it out at 50%. At about noon or a little after noon, I entered a put credit spread and ate my shorts on it. It was a small loss. However, it was still a loss. So we don't like it. We don't like it. I anticipate, doing a market analysis at about 9:30 before I officially take off for the gym, and maybe I'll see, the setup that I'm looking for. As long as it's following the market structure and the smart money roadmap, I will enter the play. I feel like I can manage it, for a little more than an hour that I'm gone. But right now, we're looking at a call credit, maybe a put credit spread, call credit spread, a directional trade. Get some quick, fast profits on the day. So on the 2-minute time frame, looking at the test of the VWAP right now, we've got green candles approaching and touching the VWAP. We need a 5-minute close above the VWAP, not touching the VWAP, before I enter the trade. I'm going to need some conviction here because the fake outs, the tricks, and the frustration runs very high on the first trade of the day. So definitely 25% exit, and that's going to be with confirmation, and that's going to be with conviction. So I've got to be convinced. Show me, market, show me. I marked off all the supply zones. Haven't marked off the demand levels yet because we're not going in that direction as of yet. So I'm really, really, really tuned in to what's happening at the VWAP right now. Should it show us a rejection, then I'll start focusing on the downside.
First trade window open. Only expansion trades allowed. Displacement is required.
So resistance is at 71.25, 71.35, and 71.50. So should price be reclaimed here at the VWAP and we see a bull bias, those are areas where price could reverse bounce and profits could be lost. So that's 71.35, 71.50. So I am doing a look at a put credit spread right now. I would position it. The first look is going to be 7,100 for positioning. That's a bit low, but 7,100 short, 70.95 on the long. The bid is $1.20. The ask is $1. So that's a safe distance. Should price reverse and not hold at 71.25, 71.26, then that would be a nice amount of time to make a decision to close with a profit or to exit the trade. I'm going to go ahead and move the gold line to 71.25, saying that that's what Grace has told us. Big candle on the 2-minute with authority, but it's still touching the VWAP. So I'm going to need a second candle that's green, and I may move the put up a touch. Because the VWAP will actually be a support level in addition to the one at 71.25. So 2-minute, the 2-minute is showing that the 71.25 level is being reclaimed on the retracement. I am about convinced of that. So I am going to go right below the VWAP, which is at 71.19. I'll go 71.15 and get a higher premium. Should price reject, I'll make a swift exit. Okay, so I took that trade based on what I saw on the 2 minute, and price is doing its retracement, and it's continue. It looks like it's still holding, and I am going to go. Let's see, I'm not completely set up yet. This is all happening so fast. Okay, so we're doing pretty good right here. Price is being held on the 5 minute, and we are seeing institution footprint right now. So what I'm doing is I am watching us approach the 735 blue level. Let me see if I can get to your question now. So when I was originally watching, it seems like you only had the blue and red lines. That is true. Now I'm using gold because gold is the previous. Today, I use gold. I haven't quite settled into using like why I'm using gold consistently. Today, what the gold is representing is the previous day's high and the previous day's low. Those are always liquidity targets, magnets, and price will always gravitate to previous day's high or the previous day's low. And so today well, actually, I'll leave that one gold, but I could turn it red because it is now turning into a support level. And I have a put credit spread operating on this new system here, and I was trying to get 71.15 and 71.10. However, it gave me 71.20, so I have to take that. I've experienced a lot of errors on this particular platform, but this one may prove to be profitable because of the positioning, I hope. But if not, I will kill the trade real fast because it is not what I originally wanted to sign up for. You know what I mean? However, it's doing fine right now. So yeah, I need to be more careful and triple check, the entries. Because I know there's been a lot of errors with this public.com platform. I'm I won't be trading on it as too much longer. I had a few day trades on there, so I'm using them. And I thought I was being cautious today, but in the excitement, maybe I made a user error. But that's the thing is it's too easy to make user errors. These are errors I've not made on other trading platforms. So I'll be switching over to Ubull pretty soon. I like the execution on it. I just like it's smooth. It's much smoother than this. And so this one is about to be no. Okay, so what I'm looking at right now is the possibility of a reversal as we get to the blue line up here. So price could reverse. We could see a retracement of the 71.25 level. VWAP is starting to bend up, and I'm looking at the volume still green. TTM, the squeeze is still firing, and we have a relative strength index of 75, which is strong. Is strong. So we'll see how far we get with this push right now. And I do have my finger on the close trigger. I am prepared. Excuse me. I am prepared for the retest of 71.25, though. That won't shake me out. If that level is lost, then I will definitely be on guard. My 71.20. No stress today, so that means excellence in risk management. And if it comes in, striking distance of my short, then I'll exit the trade. That's one of the areas of concentration for me is better risk management. win way more trades than I lose, but I want to make sure the losers stay small. That's what we want to do, and to be profitable traders is make sure the losers stay small. So as this progresses, let's see. Sorry, I'm just doing analysis of my current profit situation. Get back to the commentary in a second. I'm gonna take a look and see the 2 minute because we're getting close to the blue resistance level. I'm gonna watch it closely. We're at the supply limit is 71.35. Let's see what's there. Yeah, 71.35 has 6,000 contracts. So open interest is pretty high at 71.35. 71.50 would be a stretch. However, 71.50 has a high amount of open interest as well. So 71.50 has 4,000 contracts sitting there at open interest. So that's 71.50. That is a level of interest. 71.50. That is the extension. 71.25, 71.35, and 71.50. However, yesterday I knew where the liquidity was, but it price waited to the last like 5 minutes to get to the zone. So Titus needs something to drink. Let's see. I'm going to step away for 60 seconds. So it looks like the TTM squeeze is cooling off a bit. RSI is 73, so we're still um, pretty strong. It's come down a little bit, but the volume bars, the volume bars are turning green too. So, yeah, I'm going to stay in the trade as long as I feel confident that we won't breach the 71.25 support level. There's a decent amount of liquidity here, so we should see an accumulation absorption pattern here, the chop, as long as price stays up in this zone. The VWAP bar should line should continue to rise. So 60% chance that the pin will be at 7100 to 7110 again. We saw that yesterday. Going to take a look at the open interest at that level. 71, 2000, 8000. Yeah, we are subject to see a bias flip because the liquidity is pretty thick at the 7100, 7110 zone. So 60% chance of pin, ICY. The highest percentage of a sweep is 20% upside sweep. This is what we're seeing right now. However, we don't know how high. I do. I don't like to predict, so I'm going to put it this way. There is open interest at the higher level, which is 71.45 through 71.50. And should we get that high today, I do believe we could potentially see a reversal, not 100% on that, but that is a possibility. 15% downside sweep, only 5% expansion. So Grace is saying that the expansion is only 5%, which would be the 7150 level. So this could be the high of the day right here. However, with liquidity being within 15 points of current price, which would be 7150, I'm leaning toward. I've already entered my play, so it's not a prediction. I saw confirmation that price was going to go where it is now. Of course, I'm hoping that it does push into the 40s and 50s and accept the 71.35, but it has to show us that. I'm not predicting that. We are still seeing. I'm on the 2-minute chart. It helps with my decision making if and when I want to exit quick, or if I want to hold the play. So that puts me on alert. The 2-minute puts me on alert. The 5-minute is for confirmation. Grace is expecting a retracement, maybe, because the recommendation is Grace recommended a BWIC 5 wide, 70, 75 through 71.25. That would be a little panicky right now because we are obviously above 71.25. We are testing the support level at 71.35 right now to see if we get a push. I would we will probably see a couple tests of this level if it doesn't break it the first time. We do have the relative strength index at 77, so it's got enough push to claim the level. This is not a John Wick. The candle would be, I mean, the wick would be on the top, not the bottom, if sellers were actually pushing price back down. Yes, still holding the PCS. I just entered the limit order at 25% auto close. So that should be coming up pretty soon. Looking at the analysis right now.
Continuation or reversal decision track. Midday top zone. Range behavior likely. Capital protection phase.
Yeah, look.
Smart money psychology. Let complete prices stably accumulate quietly.
Okay. With all that being said, looking at the possibilities of what does it look like if I held it a little longer. I'm not leaning in that direction, but I do understand that there's liquidity above 71 at 71.50. So price would is attempting to go in that direction once again. As you can see on the chart right now, 71.25 has been defended and accepted. The VWAP is leveling up. It's now at 71.25. So that's angling up. So we've got a decent amount of support at the moment. Not much, but enough. The position was I timed it precisely as we were seeing this bull trend form. The bias was clearly bullish with authority and went into bull flag pattern. And now we're going to see a retest of 71.35. And got the auto close set. So that should close automatically unless I come up with a different strategy. That's the one that's in place right now. And I may want to reprice the auto limit. Just looking into that at the moment. This is a key level right here, 7126. If this level gets lost, then seriously consider defensive posture and look at evacuation. However, as long as this level's defended, then everything's groovy. So we'll see if the VWAP is respected or rejected. In all likelihood, we should see a retest at 7135. However, even the word should bothers me. So um, I'm only confident in what I see. Hmm. Bias flip right here wouldn't be good. So that'll be like the first indicator that the bias is flipping to bear. And I'm not going to overstay my welcome in this trade. Trying to find a color for myself. It's either gray or purple. Let's see what purple looks like. I won't do it. Not yet. Okay, I'm looking at the 2 minute. That's a good sign that this level is wanting to be defended. We'll see. As of right now, we've got a bull. Well, we've got a neutral bias. This is our range actually, 71.25 to 71.35 current range. Um, Sitting around right around the previous day's high. And which is now a support level along with the VWAP. So previous day's high plus VWAP equals looks like some consolidation, right? And high probability that we are not done at the top. However, if the bias gets flipped, I'll exit. Big red candle right on my support line. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, so 2 minutes is no bueno. Two-minute bad luck. Cancel that. And we'll go to trade. Go options. Go owned. There, trade. Close strategy. Yeah, that's not good, huh? 5 minute. Is it gonna pull back? Pull back. See. Yeah, that's toast. Yeah, we'll take a coffee break right here. Yeah. And then we need one more code. Your phone. Text message. Okay. I'll copy that out. All right. I still need a little bit of time, but here's the update. First trade. It's a good trade. I overstayed my welcome though. It hit the resistance level at the blue level and did not retest it. Support level was breached at 71. The VWAP was breached. Support level breached 71.20 VWAP. Bias flipped. I exited the trade at the bias flip. Prime example of overstaying our welcome. I had the opportunity to exit the trade once price had reached the resistance level. That's usually an indicator that price could reverse against. And it's just better to go ahead, exit the trade once prices reached a key level, take whatever profits are available. I was fumbling around on public again, another complaint about public, and trying to figure things out, I had it took me a while to even set the 25% exit order. At that point, price was starting to sell off. However, finally got that entered. Just wanted to make sure there were no errors. I had already made an execution error on the entry. However, the trade still had potential. And so once I had the limit order price set at 25%, price had already started to reverse and head back towards the VWAP. I hung in there as it was testing the VWAP. VWAP got rejected. Bias went from bear to bullish to bear. And I exited the trade with a minimal loss. But again, winning trade, turn red, green trade, turn red. We don't like that. So let that be the lesson to us all that when price reaches a key level, whatever we've got going in terms of profits, take it. And it'll be another opportunity to enter another trade to continue to make profits instead of lose profits. So I lost profits and took a small loss on that one. So that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Small losses, yeah. As long as they stay smaller than the wins, we're always good. So the play was a put credit spread. Price went up, saw green, didn't take it at the key level. I was leaning heavily to the push to 71.50, 71.50, price being 15 points away. High probability that it would be there, but that was about all she wrote for the high. What we see now is previous day's low. We're tapping the liquidity there. Looks like we're going to get a retest of that level, which would be a great entry with a retest. So we'll see if that level is rejected or accepted. Then we'll see continuation of a bear trend. Or we'll see a reversal back to the VWAP. But we wait until we get confirmation, right? So that's what we do. So that's my update. I'm with you for I'm watching, but I'm going to have to take a break, eat breakfast, start getting ready for a training session. And then I'll be back at about 11:15, 11:30ish for the close of the day. Gonna try to set up an expiration trade before I leave. Again, the pin most likely will be 7,100 to 7,110. I'll be confirming that in before I leave at 9. And well, I'm going to start getting ready at about 9 or sooner. It depends. Got a project going right now. I'm almost done with. So with that being said, a little accounting paperwork. I need to write down. I took that small loss on public. That platform is, it's not going to be the end of me, but it's going to be the end of it. More challenges on that platform than any other platform in my entire life. That's our reversal pattern right there. Got the John Wick green candle, a second green candle. This is an ideal entry for a put credit spread that could probably go the distance to expiration. However, I can't execute that right now. I am stuck in a project. I just looked up and saw that. So when I take off, I'll probably enter a condor with this range. Hopefully, it leans to one side by the time I'm ready, because I would enter the condor at this level, the low 70, 80, and the high, and I'd go 71.40. However, gotta finish this up. Yeah. Oh, is that a fake reversal? Whoa, careful. It breaches this one right here. It breaches the support level. Evacuation time. Okay, the buyers are showing up. See a pin bar on the 2 minute. Got the John Wick. It's going to show up. John Wick does the trick. We should see a reversal real quick. Oh, that candle is red. It's not green. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm seeing like some funny business right here on this level. Funny business alert. Let's see what it looks like to the left. This level, this is the level of you can see to the left what happened the last time we were here. It took off back to the VWAP with authority. So we'll see if that happens today. Well, I'm almost done with my project. Maybe I can get in here and get in on this trade because I've got conviction now that this is a reversal pattern. However, we needed to get here and continue. So let me change that so you can see what I'm talking about. So we need to get through here clean. 7, oh, that's the 7. Oh, let's just roll that down to 7,100. Yeah, we needed to get through 7,100 clean. And let's change this one to blue. Resistance level. Okay, there we go. All right, sweeps. Previous day's lows, previous day's highs. VWAP is confirming a bear bias. It has flipped. 2 minute is showing confirmation of the reversal. Let's check the 5 minute. However, key level to watch is 7,100. Okay, wrapped up that project. And now we'll get back to the business of trading. Okay, here we go. Support levels. 70.75. Gonna look at 70.75. So we're seeing, I want to see this retracement back to 70.71 before I make this next entry because it's not going to be an entry I can closely manage. So I want to see 70.71 get accepted or rejected. Sorry, correction, 7,100. I'm looking at 7,100. You want to see acceptance or rejection there. Um, this little wick right here is concerning, this pin bar. Let's see what's at this level. 71.90, not much. This is a deep sweep of 7,100. So we may see some consolidation right here, some chop as the open interest is actually at 7,100, which is above. So this, in fact, could be a good entry point. Yeah, all the liquidity is above this level. So a put credit spread, although mind you, the bias is bear, this would not be a bad level to enter a put credit spread and even condor it up with a call credit spread. So I'm going to take a look. At a put credit spread 70.75. The delta is nice, 30. Huh. I'm gonna get 55 cents on that. Well, let's see. I'd be willing to go to 70.80. Gee, I don't like those premiums. What's going on? Hmm. Well, I see. Okay, I see the setup here. Grace did recommend a 70, 75, 71, 25 BWIC. So I'm going to see about that. I like it. So I took this trade again, 7071. I mean, 7100 needs to be reclaimed in order for me to be comfortable. The liquidity is at 7100 to 7110. So that is my thesis is that price will pin again 7100 to 7110. If it's below, we'll see what we're seeing now, a 70-90 flush. All right, so I'm feeling pretty good. Prices taking off in my direction once again. Overstayed that first welcome, but I think we're safe on this one. That's the basis of my thesis, and I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling okay. Feeling all right. Okay. Ain't feeling too bad myself. Hmm. Okay, so we're gonna see the moment of truth here. I have a trade journal. I recommend that everyone starts a trade journal so you can see your strengths, your weaknesses, your wins, most importantly, your losses. They tell the best story, and that's how you improve. Is you focus on your losses. Go here. Okay, so that's about all I have for now. I'll catch ya. When I get back. Yeah, the trade's doing pretty good. Yeah, as of right now, we're at 4%, and it's higher highs, higher lows. Okay, well, that's where I'm going to take a break. I'm actually going to sign off right here. Keep an eye on things, and I'll catch you at as soon as I can, 11:15, 11:30, and we'll take a look at the close of today.